Sports Extra Time with the guru of all things preps, JS Online's Mark Stewart. And Mark, this time of the year, everybody wants to know, what are the teams, the big school teams for boys basketball that are really looking good and might go to state?
Yeah, well, you got to start off with the defending state champs, Germantown. You know, they're obviously they're still undefeated this year, ranked #1 in the state. Depending on what national poll you believe, they're I think 23rd in the USA Today this week, and they were like 5th or 6th, no 4th in a poll done by maxpreps.com. So you got to start with them. They obviously have a great chance of getting back to state. Milwaukee Vincent, another team there in another sectional. They have a chance of going far and getting to Madison. Milwaukee King, which already has a share of the city conference title. Another team, you know, you got to keep an eye out for. So I mean, those are the top ones that come to mind. Milwaukee Hamilton, another one that's in another sectional. So it's there's some heavyweights. I think those are probably the heavyweight teams. And I'm sorry, I can't forget Waukesha County. Sussex Hamilton's great, having a great year, in Brookfield Central. 2 Division I teams that are probably going to share for the Greater Metro title.
And a lot of good teams in similar sectionals too, so that's what makes this really
right.
tough, that a lot of times they knock each other off.
Right, yeah, there's going to be, Germantown, and it's probably going to play either Sussex Hamilton or Arrowhead, so someone's not going to make it there. The Milwaukee teams, King and Vincent, they might bump heads somewhere down the road. Brookfield Central, they're in that same sectional too. So yes, a lot of great teams, and they're all trying to squeeze into that, those 4 spots. And so there are going to be some good teams that, unfortunately, are going to be left at home for state.
We would be remiss if we didn't talk about the smaller schools. Last year, Mark, the first year of 5 divisions, and a lot of the talk centered around Sheboygan Lutheran and Sam Decker and what a phenom he was, and rightfully so. This year, what small schools do you really look at? Is Dominican kind of the class of the smaller schools?
Yes, when you say small schools, that was the first school I thought of. Dominican, they're going to win the Metro Classic this year, and they have 2 of the better players in the state. Dwayne Wilson is a Mr. Basketball candidate, the senior point guard, who Marquette fans will soon know and probably love coming up next year. And Diamond Stone, the all-name team, and he's probably got on the all-game team too. 6'9", 6'10" sophomore center, who's the top-rated prospect in the country. So Dominican is, I think, has a great chance of getting back to state. Another small school, Midwest Classic champion Brookfield Academy. Sean Clary is a great player for them. Dominic Chris is another great player. So those are a couple teams from the area that I think have a nice chance of going far.
Final thing, got to represent the ladies as well. Girls state this year is at Green Bay. Do you like that? And hand in hand with that, what are the girls teams to watch out for?
Yeah, I'm sort of excited to see how that's going to work out. The thing with the Colson is a great place to watch a game, but for the girls tournament, it didn't draw as many people. So maybe a smaller venue is going to make for a more exciting atmosphere, and that's what I'm hoping we'll see this year at the Resch Center in Green Bay. As far as teams go, you got to look at Oak Creek, which is #1 in the area in our Journal Sentinel rankings. Milwaukee Riverside's another team you got to watch out for, and actually they're in the same sectional, so they might end up playing each other at some point, to go to state. 2 other Greater Metro teams, Sussex Hamilton and Divine Savior Holy Angels. 2 other teams that have had really great seasons that you gotta watch out for. And hey, and since we're here in Mugwanago, you can't forget about the Indian girls team. They're 19-1. They have 1 loss so far, and they're tied for the Classic 8 lead with Waukesha West.
Mark Stewart, read his stuff on JS Online and watch us every Sunday night at 11 o'clock on Preps Plus. That's Sports Extra.